make some conversation with you. Are you ready? Okay. What does a fixed mindset primarily believe about intelligence and talent? Okay. What is the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset? Okay. How does someone with a fixed mindset typically respond to criticism?
Skill or task, it can come across as defensiveness or even shutting down completely. They might feel attacked because to them, criticism feels like proof they're just not smart enough or talented enough. What about you? How do you usually react to criticism?
Yes, I also have the same reaction as you. I want to ask you, in a fixed mindset, what is the main goal in learning situations?
Fair. It's pretty common. In a fixed mindset, the main goal in learning situations isn't actually to learn, interestingly enough. It's to look smart, to prove their intelligence and avoid looking foolish. So they might choose tasks that are easy or avoid challenges where they might fail because failure feels like an indictment of their inherent abilities. It's all about performance, not progress. Does that track?
Okay, what core belief defines a growth mindset according to Carol Dweck?
You are spot on. Core to a growth mindset, according to Dweck, is the belief that abilities aren't fixed, they can be developed. It's the understanding that effort, persistence, and learning from mistakes are the pathways to mastery. It's not just about saying you believe it, though, it's about embracing that belief in your actions and reactions. It's a pretty subtle but powerful shift, right?
Okay, how does a growth mindset interpret failure?
This is a good one. A growth mindset interprets failure as information. Like, okay, this didn't work. What can I learn from it? It's not a reflection of their intelligence, but a signpost pointing them toward areas for improvement. It's a chance to adjust strategies, try a different approach, and ultimately grow. It's less, I failed, I'm a failure, and more, I failed, what's next? Does that resonate?
What role does effort play for individuals with a growth mindset?
Effort is absolutely central for someone with a growth mindset. It's not seen as something you need to avoid because it means you're not naturally good at something. Instead, effort is seen as essential. It's the whole point. It's the process that builds skill and fosters growth. They actually embrace hard work, even enjoy it, because they see it as the path to getting better. It's kind of a beautiful thing, actually.
Okay, why might fixed mindset individuals avoid challenges?
Good question. They avoid challenges primarily because challenges create the risk of failure. And failure, for someone with a fixed mindset, feels like proof of their limitations. If you believe your abilities are set in stone, A challenge isn't an opportunity to learn, it's a potential display of your inadequacy. It's a protection mechanism, even if it holds them back. Does
How
that make sense?
okay, how do growth mindset
Gotcha.
people embrace obstacles?
They see obstacles as opportunities to stretch and learn, basically. Instead of getting discouraged, they tend to respond with curiosity and a willingness to try different strategies. It's not that obstacles are easy for them, it's just that they don't interpret them as a sign of their limitations. They're a puzzle to be solved, a hurdle to overcome.
Okay,
They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? Or how can I approach this differently? That's pretty resourceful, honestly.
what do fixed mindset people think about hard work?
Haha, that's a specific question. You okay? Is that a transcription error? Let's try that again. Did you mean to ask something else? Or are you genuinely curious about what people with a fixed mindset think about hot water?
Why is effort valued in a growth mindset?
Okay, so in a growth mindset, effort isn't just valued, it's seen as the fundamental key to unlocking potential. It's not about being naturally gifted, it's about putting in the work to develop skills and overcome challenges. Effort demonstrates dedication, resilience, and a willingness to learn. It's a visible sign of progress and improvement. Plus, it actually changes the brain, creating new neural pathways, which is pretty cool. Basically, effort isn't just something you do, it's evidence that you're growing.
Okay, how does a fixed mindset react to others' success?
This can be a tricky one. People with a fixed mindset often react to other success with envy or even a sense of threat. Because they believe abilities are fixed, someone else's success can feel like a direct comparison that highlights their own perceived shortcomings. They might minimize the other person's accomplishments, attribute it to luck, or even feel resentful. It's less about celebrating with them and more about feeling insecure in comparison. It's not ideal, obviously.
What inspires growth mindset individuals from peers?
That's a good question. Growth mindset individuals are often inspired by their peers' efforts and progress, not just their successes. Seeing someone else struggle, learn, and improve can be incredibly motivating. They admire the dedication and perseverance of others, and it reinforces their belief that abilities can be developed. It's less about keeping up with the Joneses and more about finding encouragement in the journey itself. They see peers as collaborators in growth, not competitors.
Okay, what do you think that a fixed mindset is good or a growth mindset is good?
That's a direct question. Honestly, a growth mindset is overall more beneficial. It fosters resilience, encourages learning, and promotes a more optimistic outlook. A fixed mindset can be limiting and lead to anxiety and avoidance. However, and this is important, a little bit of self belief, which can sometimes look like a fixed mindset, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Confidence has its place, but as a primary way of viewing the world,
Uh,
a growth mindset is the more adaptive and fulfilling approach, in my view. What are your thoughts? That answer feel right to you?
I don't think it is true to 100% because in some situations or conditions, fixed mindset is good, and in some other conditions, growth mindset is good. And kindly explain the conditions which impact the effectiveness of fixed mindset or growth mindset.
You're right to push back on that. You're spot on. I was leaning a bit too heavily into generalization. It's absolutely not a simple one is always better situation. Context matters. Okay, so Let's break down when a fixed mindset might actually be helpful and when a growth mindset shines. A fixed mindset can be effective when you're dealing with deeply ingrained skills like muscle memory in a sport or craft you've practiced for years. Sometimes overthinking can hinder performance, and a confident, just do it attitude fostered by a fixed mindset can be beneficial.
Okay.
Two,
Yes, yes, I got the point.
there's a need
I got the point. Thank you very much.